That's awesome, man. That's phenomenal. So your wife's happy now with the way everything's turned out. I see your beautiful cars and stuff, man. You guys got like you'll see them on his social media. Yeah.
Well, now she goes, hey, I need this. Go get more money, like you say.
To work.
Just go get more money. She's happy, but she knows I could do more.
So she knows the opportunity.
Yeah, she knows I could do more. She's happy. My girls are happy. I mean, they don't know no different. The only ones that know the different is my two oldest ones.
They've seen the pain. They've seen the pain.
Yeah, I mean, we were just talking about this because the two younger ones, we stay at suites, we stay at nice places, and the two oldest ones, we would do Motel 6s, fast food, and they're like, man, Dad. And Celeste, she was venting to me. She goes, you know what, Dad, I notice it. People kind of look at me funny and this and that because you are my dad. I go, look, you paid the price alongside with me, Celeste.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you or did you not run out of money all the time at school for lunch? She goes, all the time. Did your phone get turned off? She goes, all the time. You paid the price. Yeah. She shared a story. She was telling me, she cleaned my office. She goes, Dad, a few years back, she goes, I'm going to tell you something. She goes, there was a time where we were eating cheese sandwiches like for 3 days straight because here, they still feed you. They just give you a cheese sandwich.
Yeah.
And what she did, she went around the house and collected enough change so she could buy regular food for her sister to have a regular meal.
Oh, wow.
She goes, and I would not tell Mom because I knew if I did, you guys were just going to go at it. So she did pay the price.
Yeah.
And man, it's hard not to get emotional because the pain we went through to get where we're at
makes the sacrifice and where you're at now that much better, brother.
Yeah.
I mean, that's killer. I mean, I've been there and I know exactly what you're talking about. It's tough when you're going through it.
Oh my God. I just I'm just glad I never quit.
Yeah. That's it, man. Most people would have.
Yeah.
That's why most people don't make 600 grand a year.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome. Instilling that character in your daughter too, and seeing her grow up, to me, like that's always been a huge motivating factor for me, right? It was work ethic with my kids.
Yes.
It's something I took pride on as a young man when my dad would go see my great grandfather. I want you to show them how hard you'll work. I'm out there working as a young kid, probably 8, 9 years old, and seeing my boys following that they're out there putting the work in, working in the fields and doing stuff. And it's like seeing them work harder than a lot of grown men that I know. There's nothing that makes me prouder, right? Because I know that will take them farther than most educations, most anything in life, that if they just apply that to their life with the right attitude, that they can really achieve anything that they want to achieve. And
it's unbelievable, man. I heard when I first started the business, a millionaire say this, oh, one day you're going to wake up being like, is this my life? I thought I was never going to get, I mean, Adam, do you ever wake up and say like, wow, is this my life?
Yeah. Sometimes.
Yeah. Like, wow. It's so unnormal. Like from the regular going to the factories and working, it's just our life. It's just crazy. You know, how out of Chowchilla, a 1-page app, final expense, we're all on top of each other.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. And that's the same thing. We have so many producers and managers out of one little area to see that success but it's overflow from JR, right?
Yeah.
It's from the Berrigan family and all that hard work and dedication. I'm sure there's probably points that when Ray Sr. maybe felt like giving up or throwing in the towel, but he continued to go. I know JR told me whenever he was younger, he's like, we didn't have all the things, like we're drinking powdered milk. And he's like, when I was a kid, he's like, I didn't want to be in insurance because I associated that with, we're not making any money. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But it's the compounding effect of time.
And yeah, compounding and the leadership, man. Man, I'm so grateful for my mentor, Anne-Marie Berrigan, man. I'll take a bullet for her.
That's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. What are some of the things that you and Anne-Marie do as far as like structuring and staying on course and to grow and things like that? What are some maybe things that you guys talk about or do on a normal basis?
Oh man, you know what? That was a tough one to answer because we commit first, then we figure it out.
There you go.
Our personalities, we just commit first and figure it out, man. There's been many times where I'll call her at 1 a.m. She calls me, hey Ed, what do you think about this? Let's go. Yeah. We're commit first and then go. We're not, okay, let's plan this beautiful course to get there.
That never works, man. Or at least hasn't worked for me.
I'm like, Adam, I'm trying to answer this as knowledgeable as possible, but we just commit and go.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And that's what I love about Anne-Marie. And she lets me run. She lets me run.
See, I can tell you, like my fastest growing manager over last year has been Dana, right? And talk every day. You know what I mean? There's always an open line of communication, and it's the same thing. Like we're always testing and doing different things, trying to figure out. Like it's you don't know until you do it, right? But having a partner, I can say like with her, that shares the same vision and the work ethic, right?
Yeah.
Like when you have a good attitude, work ethic, and vision, it's like you can really grow this to whatever you want, right?
Exactly. And then one thing about Anne-Marie, that her thing is she wants us to make money.
Yeah.
See, and that's where you're at now.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at. Yeah. So I starting out the year, she goes, Ed, we got to get you to $1 million in income.
Yeah, that's
how do you say no to that?
We've had the same conversation, me and Dana. That's
How do you? No, I don't want it.
Yeah.
And that is her biggest thing, that she just wants us to make money.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because that's how we grow too. That's how we all grow. And I done the math that I need 2 more managers making $250,000, and that'll push me over.
There you go.
$1 million mark.
Knowing exactly what you got to do.
Yeah, exactly. So if anybody wants to make $250,000, hit me up.
Hit them up. Hit them
I'm
up.
serious. Hit me up.
Yeah.
Hit me up. I need 2 serious players that I could get to $250,000, and that'll push me through the $1 million year mark.
That's awesome, man. That's great. That's same thing I told Dana. So she's the first agent I've ever had that she made more money her first year than I did. I think she made like maybe a little over 180,000, 185,000, something like that, her first 12 months. Last year, she made just under 300 grand her second year because she's bought all in. And I said, my goal is to get you to $1 million faster than I did it, right? I got to help you avoid some of the pitfalls and not lose money like I did on learning things because,
exactly.
But at the end of the day, it's still up to her to put in the work. It's up to
$300,000 in income. How many agents does she manage? How many agents are quoted to her?
We've hired a lot.
Producing.
We consistently have 25 to 30 people calling that are on the phones per day, generally between 25 and 30.
Man, that's, I mean, do you realize you can make 6 figures just with 5 agents here?
Yeah. Yeah. That's incredible.
And that's in the 6-figure income is what the other companies sell. That's the dream.
The dream, to make 6 figures.
6-figure incomes. And when it's done right, all you need is 5 agents doing 5,000 a piece. You're doing 5,000 yourself, and you will compound it to 100,000 in income.
I love that, dude.
I've done the math over and over, and when they do it, they're like, Ed!
It worked. It worked. That's the best, man. The deposits don't lie.
Yeah, deposits don't lie. And deposits don't lie, man. There's all kinds of, it's my rolling 12. You know what a rolling 12 is, right?
What's a rolling 12?
When some of the companies say, I'm a 6-figure earner, but it's not a true 1099, is in the last 12 months. So they could have had a month where they did an investment, they got paid 20 grand.
Yeah.
And then they're back to square one.
Yeah. What happens if you get a charge back too on that?
Yeah, exactly. You get a charge back. Well, you got to pay it back. Yeah. And so a lot of companies, which is once again, what culture are you looking for? The way they do their incomes is called a rolling 12. Okay. The company I came from, and I'm trying to be very respectful not to say the name of the company. Yeah. Because I did learn a lot from them, and I'm very grateful. Had it not been for them coming to my house and telling me that to get a license, another stepping stone, I would not be here. The way they do their incomes is called a rolling 12. So let's say we're February, let's look back. Okay, you made 6 figures. Or say you're in June, let's go back 12 months. Okay. That's how they do their income. So when you see the postings and stuff, it's, I'm a $600,000 owner. Okay, it's a rolling 12.
Okay.
It's not a true...
Like just a
true government, federal, like a true, here you go. The way we do it.
Yeah.
The rugged way. Here you go.
Yeah. I got mine sitting right there.
Yeah. I want to see your true 1099, not a rolling 12.
Yeah. That's awesome. You still communicate with any people from the old business?
I was just praising one guy right now. It's a good buddy of mine online. They made it.
That's awesome.
I'm not a recruit. It's not my culture.
Yeah.
It's not. I mean, and it worked for them. It didn't work for me. Yeah. Because I was there 8 years. I got it out money. I was doing everything possible. So I know how hard I tried.
Yeah.
It wasn't for me. I wasn't meant to be there.